Hi, beautiful souls. It's me, Rachel, life and spiritual coach, author of How to Wear a Crown, a practical guide to knowing your worth. And we're here doing a collective reading for the How to Wear a Crown Collective. Let's get this party started with a little clearing and some praying. So I am going to just light a little bit of sage. The smell of sage instantly gets me in the zone. Love it. Okay. Um, God, angels, universe, all that there is. Thank you so much for this space. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for my fellow human beings that would be willing to show up on the other side of the screen to be here with me. Um, just to those who are vibrational match to these videos, to these readings, to receiving, to healing, to growing, to evolving, to becoming their best selves, to learning unshakable sense of self-worth, and to committing to uplevel their lives in love, health, and wealth all at once through this divine journey and program. And God, I just ask that you help me, that you touch this video, that you touch this work, that you put your hand on this experience here on this YouTube platform, and just help me to attract like moths to a flame those who are meant to be here tonight or whenever it is that they are seeing this video, that people will align with it when they are supposed to in divine right time. And if people are supposed to be here watching this tonight, that you just tap them on the shoulder, you put a little nudge, put a little um, intuitive knowing right there in the pit of their stomach that makes them say, I want to click on YouTube or to search a certain keyword and to just get them here, God, where they're supposed to be so that I can deliver the helpful, healing, beautiful messages that I fully believe will come after this prayer is done, that you already have pre-planned and predestined for this space and time. And with that being said, God, I just ask that you allow me and help me to be a humble vessel, a clear channel for your good works in the world. Allow my mouth to be your mouth, my hands to be your hands, so that I can deliver your messages and do your good works in the world. Help your people with your program. Help me to get all of Rachel out of the way, move her over to the side, and fill my vessel with you and only you, so that the things that come out here in this space, so that the messages that are delivered will touch the places in people's hearts and minds and spirits that need to be touched, and the things that only they could know. So I can say things that are so specific, so beautiful, so touching, so awakening, that they would know that this could only be God. That is that's my hope. That's my desire, is that we can do something here today that will make people say, that could only be God. And with that, I surrender, and we shall begin. Hi. Hi, everybody. Your job now is to, as the viewer, just know that you are the most special and important part of this thing, because if you weren't here to talk to, then I would just be talking to myself, and that would be weird. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you so, so very much. Um, my divine mission is to help every single person that I possibly can in this world learn that they are worthy, that they are powerful, and they are full of potential. And tonight we're doing that. That mission is playing out through these collective readings. Anybody who feels in alignment with the How to Wear a Crown Collective is allowed to be in it. Pretty much it's just you saying yes. This space feels good, this person feels good, this vibe feels right, and saying a soft yes inside of your own heart, inside of your own mind that yeah, I think I wanna do that thing. I wanna align with this energetic container is sort of what it is. I wanna embark on that journey. I wanna do that thing. And that's about it. And then God takes it from there, and there's opportunities and were for you to engage with the products and with the programs, but there's freebies and there's all kinds of things from years and years out here on the interwebs that you can find and indulge in. Um, that being said, I'm gonna start. I left my cards like way over there. Hang on. BRB. Leaving. Okay. I got them. I had like my the Rider Waite tarot, but I didn't have like my divine guidance card. Let me do it. I guess I could, but I don't want to. So let's just start with kind of getting meditative. We're gonna begin with a little breathing. You guys breathe. Like I need water. You guys breathe under your nose. Put it here. Not really sure why I'm feeling the need to tap at the heart center, but do that with me because I don't typically do that. I don't typically feel the need to do that when we're doing the introduction to the video. So I think there might be something to just needing to tap on that heart center. And one thing that you'll notice when you watch my videos is that the readings will merge together. There will be linkages that will tie like a little thread, like a golden thread that goes throughout one video into the next, where things from the previous videos will connect to the things in this video or into the next video. I said that right. I said it correctly, right? Um, and so one of the previous, I think it might have been just the last one or the one before, the last like, long one. There was a short one. It was the last long one, and we had something about that we were working on our heart center, activating heart centers and activating crown chakras, and do up and down, up and down, up and down. Breathing in. Hum with me as well. And we're gonna go with the resonance. It's about like this. Try to match that with me. Um, um, and just do the hum and feel it. Feel it like a drum in your chest as you hum. Feel it, make it shake your voice to do the tapping. Try to mimic that one. One more time. Mm. And just breathe it out. Integrate it in by breathing. And what I was shown just happened was that we just grabbed a bit of a higher vibration, anchored it down into the heart center. Slow it down just to this pace. Tap, 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 tap. Breathe in. And I'm not hearing a specific affirmation, but I'm hearing that you might know something that you need to say in this moment that we're like tapping up and out, right? To get that needs to be expressed verbal. And if so, go ahead and say that now. If you can say it out loud, the better, even if it's a whisper. Okay, slow it down one more pace. Ba, 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 ba. And breathe into that slower pace. And slow it down more. Slower pace. Down, 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 down. Beat, beat, breathe, beat, beat, beat. Full breaths and then one beat in between. Full breath, one beat, all the way out with the exhale, beat. Try to make that breath longer and slower. Hold here comfortably, just as long as you can. Beat. One more time, full breath, no beat. Hold. As long as you can. And back to a normal pace, whatever your normal breathing rhythm is. That was, I've never channeled a breathing exercise, tapping exercise like that ever. That was one of a kind. So I feel like this is going to be special tonight. I'm doing some work on those heart centers. So beautiful. I'm gonna put crop this up here since I can see it all bunched up there. If that's for Valentine's Day, our Valentine's Day merch um, design. Best way to find that is to go to my Facebook page, which is, or the group for this collective, which is How to Wear a Crown, a practical, no, that's my book, How to Wear a Crown, Up Level Your Life in Love, Health, and Wealth. Look that up on Facebook and you'll find it. And then my website will be in the description box, and you can, that's the hub spot. Like you can pretty much locate anything that you need to from there. Energy power saver on. Okay, hopefully I have enough battery to get through this reading. I was like feeling like I was going to be channeling like just regular like messages, just channeling messages, but I'm not yet. So I'm feeling a lot of quiet. So let's go ahead and get started with the Rider-Waite. But I've got my notebook, and I really felt the need to have my notebook and my pen because sometimes I just get these like automatic writings and like sort of messages like that for people. And I feel like I want to ask Spirit to make this undeniable for one person, that there's like one person that this reading will really, really speak to. And it's that one person that I really want to make sure we reach tonight. It's going to reach others, but like I really, really, really want to make sure we reach this one person. I'm feeling a very specific energy. And then as we're talking about that, I took my extensions out. You'll see this. What do y'all think about like the shorter hair? It needs a cut now because like the layers are weird. Feels so much better though with them out. They were on their last life, those extensions. Never to be reincarnated again. The joke that only my collective will love. Not only my collective, but I know my collective will love. Because y'all are probably some baddies that like their extensions and can talk reincarnation. I feel that. I feel like we can vibe together on this. Can we not? If that's you, if you're like a weird mix of just like girly girl, girly pop, and spiritual baddie, like can we just acknowledge that that's okay? Okay, let's see what's up here. All right, why? Collective why? Queens why? Bestie why? I'm gonna call you Bestie tonight. Okay. Because I feel like I'm talking to like one person. Mm-hmm. Okay, so from this card, you don't feel, you feel a lot of lack. You feel a lot of lack because we have all these pentacles, but we're upside down. So there's a lot of feelings of lack, feeling like things are missing. Let's see if they, um, what's missing is you're grieving who you used to be. You're grieving the struggle. What the fuck? Because in my mind, I'm like, mm, girl, why are you grieving this? Like, what? Let that shit go. Why are you upset about the struggle? Not having a struggle. That's bizarre. Okay, hang on, hang on. There's so much you've let go of, a lot of things that are associated with struggle. And now it's feeling, you can feel the space of that. Is that what's going on? And you were learning. And so this was a really powerful, important time of your spiritual life and spiritual journey. There's such a part of like your history, of your experience that you're looking back on where you learned a lot and it was very, very hard. And you've transcended this. Oh, a message similar to this popped up in one of the other videos. Okay, so I see what's going on. A message, so you've transcended this need to learn lessons out of a survival mode or learn lessons in a hard way. But what that's doing is leaving all this openness, spaciousness to learn spiritual lessons in a new way. But it's not being perceived as like this divine opportunity. It's not being perceived as space. It's not being perceived as openness and like, ooh, this awesome next level of my spiritual journey where I learn lessons in the energy of ease. It's coming out as lack. Did I do it upside down? It's coming out as lack, but spirit saying that's not lack. This is a good thing. This is actually what you've been wanting. It's what you've been asking for. This is the appropriate next step in your spiritual journey. And you have to learn. You're going to learn something new now. It's just not going to feel really, really hard um, to move up vibrationally. And it's going to be hard maybe for you to wrap your head. I just heard doing it wrong. Like you're going to feel like that you're doing it wrong. Like, isn't spiritual awakening and evolution supposed to feel hard and terrible and shadow work? And I'm supposed to be just like crumbling to pieces over and being rebuilt again and again. Like it's supposed to hurt. Don't no, not more, not now. Um, it's not supposed to hurt. Isn't it supposed to hurt? Oh my gosh, isn't it supposed to hurt? And the spirit saying no. No, it's not supposed to hurt. Um, and there's this two cards came out, this energy between this, like this or that energy, okay? So this is it's between this and that, and this energy is showing the way that it used to feel for you to learn your lessons, and this is the way that it will feel now to learn your lessons, which is it used to feel so hard, and it was, all the swords, they represent really painful lessons and keeping you up at night and like waking with nightmares and night terrors and just really having a tough time learning and growing spiritually. And this one represents more of this vibe of like um how do I want to say it? Like I can feel it, but I don't know how to say it. It's like see how he's just like, oh, okay, I can just like get that, and like everything's sunny and bright and it's yellow, and I feel like he's just like, it also, he's receiving but he's also kind of offering at the same time. Like it's this surrender and this receptive energy at the same time. Like, oh, I can just let go and like get it. I feel like he's just learned like the power of manifestation. I know I don't read the tarot like I don't tell you the names of the cards. I'm not saying anything that from anywhere you've ever heard anything about the tarot, right or wait. I'm I'm weird with it. That's okay. But he's like receiving and he's gaining at the same time. So he's just learning that like when he surrenders and offers himself to the universe and to God, that like he can get so much easier. Um, the lessons or the things or the whatever. And I feel like this is like the difference between all of it, like love, health, wealth, lessons, um, whatever it is that you're going after. But I really feel like it's like lessons, learning, experience, education, spiritual education, spiritual journeying, spiritual up level, like spiritual growth, spiritual personal development. Just oh, I can just get it. I don't have to like go through the deepest, darkest depths of hell, kill myself, wake up at the middle of the night, and everything be destroyed, and like have this pain. Whoa, whoa, like I don't have to like go through that like horrendous experiences to learn valuable lessons. I can just be like, God, I want to learn this. Okay, here. God, I want to know more about that. Okay, aligned with it. God, I want to like be this. Okay, then I'm just gonna do it. That's this vibe. I want it, I got it. I want it. God, I want to do this. Done. God, I want to know more about how to serve people in this way. Boom, here's the knowledge. Just download, download, upgrade, upgrade. Um, really aligning with this instant manifestation place, instant connectivity to universal knowledge. Okay. I don't know, I said it like you were winning a fucking game show. Um, it feels good. Maybe it's a good prize. Connectivity to universal knowledge. Connectivity. I said it because I was excited that I verbalized what this energy was. I was like, what? How do I explain that? That's what I got. So it's an exciting feeling to be able to put human language to things that were just a second ago, like only spiritual or energetic. It's weird to talk about. So awkward as fuck right now. Any more water? Don't unsubscribe. In fact, this is exactly why you should subscribe. Not putting on a show. Just I'm actually this weird and awkward. This is what it would be like to hang out with me, except for maybe a little bit more boring. So it would be channeling spirit. It would just be like watching Netflix. Maybe watching like true crime documentaries and psychoanalyzing the people, like eating snacks. Exactly what I'm gonna do when I get done with this, by the way. Battery is low. Okay. Okay. Fine. I have to get the thing of battery. Hang on. Okay, there. The computer's happy now. You're happy, computer. Okay, you got your battery. What was I talking about? Watching true crime? That's weird. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do when I get done doing this. I'm gonna watch like I love watching like weird documentaries. Does anybody else? Is that just me? Am I weird? No, I'm not. There's no way. No, because there's so many podcasts. It's not just me. There's so many podcasts and documentaries about like murders and like cults and weird stuff. And like, I don't know. They interest me. I am a psychology major. So, ooh, here we go. Makes sense. Okay, justice. So this is a theme, not just for myself, but for other readers right now. Justice. And what this has been karmic justice, um, reaping rewards. And so I am seeing that the collective is getting back what they've put in. So you have like Abraham Hicks calls it like our spiritual escrow. So where you've put in, you've put in, you put in, you put in, you put in, you've invested, you've invested, you've invested, and then you're like, when am I ever going to actually get like a physical manifestation of the thing? Well, what I'm hearing is that spiritual escrow is high. Your spiritual escrow is overflowing. Your spiritual escrow is over the fucking top. And you're cashing in on that thing. You're cashing in. Spiritual escrow or cashing in. I don't know. Those could be cool titles. Spiritual escrow is high. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, camera. Why is my computer so needy? Hmm. First you need a battery. No, you don't want to my camera to focus. Can you see me back here? Ah, let me do this and then do this. That fix it? It did. It worked. Okay. So you're cashing in. You're about to have access when for some reason you haven't had access to your spiritual escrow. Maybe you didn't realize. You didn't know how to connect to it. Oh, oh. So it's him. See, he's just like he's figuring this out. He didn't understand that he just had access. He was like, I thought it had to be like that. I thought it had to be so hard. I thought I had to like go through all this turmoil and trouble and hell and like the pain and suffering. And you mean I just had to like be a vibrational match the thing I want and just be like, uh, yeah, I want that one. And then I just have it. And it's like, what? Mind blowing. And yeah, that's spirit saying, yeah, it is that easy. It's your spiritual escrow. You've put it in your spiritual you've put it in your spiritual bank and it is yours and you can tap into it and align with it whenever you damn well please. Um Now, could any part of this also be you getting a negative I don't want to say negative karma, but an unpleasant lesson where you have to see yourself in a different light. You have to see kind of like where you've gone wrong or how you've hurt people. Yeah, but maybe it's not much for this collective, for the people that aligned with this video. There's not a ton of that I'm not feeling. This is mostly the other side of that because you have done so much of this learning the lessons and lessons and lessons, and so much of that has been about you looking at yourself and you growing and you healing and you evolving and all the things and changing and shifting and moving and growing, just all the stuff. So I don't feel like it's that kind of karmic return time where you're reaping what you sow in that sort of a way. I feel like you're reaping what you sow in like a fruits of your labor kind of way. Um, and this is going to be all those things that were unseen will now be seen, unseen will now be seen. Things that so I'm seeing like an invisibility energy, like that you've been hidden and you've been like not felt seen, felt maybe alone inside of yourself with parts of yourself, or the gifts that you wanted to be seen for, you've never really gotten to be seen for. Like you were seen, not that you never had like success or acknowledgement for anything, but like that there's something that you've been wanting to be seen for specifically. What with that? What is the thing that you want to be seen? What is the collective want to be seen for? Okay. So it's not pain. You don't want to be associated. You don't want to be associated with your pain anymore. You don't want to be associated with your trauma anymore. You don't want to be associated with this aspect of your healing journey anymore. You don't want to be associated with the wounded with wounding. You want to you're tired of like that being the identifier for who you are. Like, oh, they're the wounded one, they're the strong one, they're the one that just is super survivor that can survive anything and like wow, they can shoulder a lot of pain, wow, they can take a lot of hits, like ooh, you're good at getting emotionally beat to death and then getting back up the next day and like doing it all over again. Hey, you're really good at just like when things go horribly wrong in your life, like you are good at not shattering under those, like you're good at going through trauma. Like, hey, you're good at suffering. Like you just don't want to be known for that anymore. Okay. So you don't that's what you don't want to be known for. Don't want to be known for stuff for the wounding, being good at being wounded and then healing from it. Does that make any sense to anybody? Put that in the comments. If that's you, you're gonna know that's you. Throw a heart or a like or a tell me something. Tell me something. Just put an emoji so I know it's you. You don't want to be known for being good at getting wounded anymore. We're done with that. No more. We're not doing that anymore. Not going to be known for being good at being wounded. What are you going to be known at being good at now? Okay, we got two cards on that. Where you're going to be good at, you're going to be known for being good at love, divine unions, divine relationships, divine partnerships, divine business partnerships, divine alignments with and connections that are healthy and loving and in alignment. And this is the 1111 energy, which I have actually seen. Oh, that makes so much sense now. Because they have seen that on my clock and on my stove, my clock on my mic, not my microwave, but my coffee pot. They're set at two different times. And yet, and it's funny, like I've walked in the kitchen like three times today. And each time it was 11:11 on one of those clocks. And I just kept saying, what the fuck? It's so weird that every single time. And I was like, I know I haven't even, it's been a lazy day for me. We're like snowed in still, kind of. Um, there was, Sunday. It was just like a lazy Sunday. And I've spent most of my time just like chilling in bed. And like I took out my hair extensions back here and I took a really, self-care day, lots of shower, like a shower. I didn't go in there in the other room for much. I was just spending my time like chilling back here by myself. And I was thought that's strange. Like as I know I've spent most of my time in the back of the house, like isn't it weird that every time I stepped in there it was 11:11? Um every time. So that 11:11 energy is hitting hard today. Um, so that this is what you want to be known for is beautiful unions, just beautiful unions, um, in unconditional love and loving yourself as the Empress. And see how they're both yellow. So I love all the cards that were like everything that you're becoming is beautiful yellow, which is associated with our sacral, not our sacral, but our solar plexus chakra, which is of self-worth. That is the seat of our self-worth. That's where we fix that, right? We correct, we hold shame, and it'll, that chakra will be affected when we're carrying shame, and when we're not carrying shame, and when we're, in have a healthy sense of self-worth, that chakra will be very healthy. When it's overactive, we could be in ego, but a healthy sense of self-worth is a beautiful, beautiful yellow solar plexus chakra. So this is love in connection with others. This is love of self. And this is this beautiful, easy, I always bring another socks and look at the screen. This beautiful connection and unity with God, the connectivity to universal knowledge, where you're just like, I want it, I want it, I got it. Cool. This is cool for you. I'm excited for you. My collective is the coolest collective on all of the YouTubes, and no, on all of the social medias, on all of the internets, and all of the interwebs. My collective, it's the absolute best. If you're part of my collective, you're the coolest. All the cool kids know how to wear a crown. Okay, so the fight is over. Okay, the struggle bus has parked. Don't get back on that motherfucker. Um, he's like looking back behind him at a fight that he had. So you're just looking back at the past. You're looking at, I learned lessons like this, and you're on. I feel like there's an honoring energy. Like I honor that for everything that it was. I mean, it was what it was. It is what it is. It was beautiful and divine and perfect. It's an honoring of learning the lessons through the pain. And you're not mad at it. I feel like you would absolutely, like for your soul's growth, do these lessons all over again. You're like, I love that back there. I love that back there. But he's like, wow. It's like one last look back. One last look back. So finish grieving. Okay, that passed. Because that was well, we had one in the beginning, it was like grieving, right? So finish that grieving. Let yourself really feel that to um, its fullest extent so that you can complete that. Okay. And okay, so I had this motion of it coming up from here. So there's you're holding the collective's holding energy in the lower chakras, in the root chakra, and in that sacral chakra, and you're really clearing those is really going to open up that ability for that solar plexus to activate, because when there's it's like a pipeline, and if one is clogged, so to speak, or not um not in alignment, not in balance, then it can actually mess up the ability for one of the other chakras to operate properly, even though there might not be anything energetically wrong with that chakra. The other one's having something going on there. Heal that. It just suddenly allows energy to flow through the chakra system, and will illuminate and open up the access to that. So um, I felt that vibe, like that, like solar, so grounding but purging, and just tune into those places. Like, where did you hold in your gut, right? And look up the root chakra, look up the sacral chakra. So this is going to be like in your physical body and in your rawest, purest emotions. So expressing emotions and expressing them physically. So maybe even like working out, yoga, but I'm seeing it aggressive. I'm seeing aggressive um physical movements like boxing or something. You could even, yeah, if you could do some kind of, honestly, like a fighting sport kind of thing. I don't know if everybody has access to that, but even, I mean, you could throw a tantrum on your bed and like beat the crap out of a pillow, and that like will that's a fighting action, like to like your body wants to express some energy through almost like a combat type physical expression. So if you have been called to or drawn to, like if something that you've been like, I want to sign up for Taekwondo. You know what I want to do? I want to try MMA fighting, or I want to go to boxing class, or do a self self protection. It's like self protection class, like or P90X even is like very like like fighting. That's my how I do P90X. Don't do P90X with me. Like let somebody instruct you and that's what they're doing. Um or like what is that one that's really, really old? Like time. I'm showing my age that I even know that typo existed. Um sure, bust out the Tybo VHS. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? If you still have a Tybo, I'm telling you, if you still have a Tybo VHS in your house, then this was for you. You better put that shit in the comments because that's funny. That is funny. Okay. I used to do Wailana yoga. Does anybody remember her? She's on YouTube to this day, but she used to come on like really, really early in the morning. I think 5 a.m. Used to wake up super early to watch Wailana yoga on I don't even remember the channel, but it was like really early in the morning. And then I remember Taibo came out like kind of around that same time that Wailana yoga was popular. And then P90X was like later. But um yeah, so let your body like get that energy out how it needs to. Go to a kickboxing class. That might be a thing. Um, and then I'm seeing almost like you doing this exercise and then like breaking down crying. And it's just like the aggression is gonna let you awaken your ability to feel sadness again. Like you're too angry to feel sad, to purge, to cry, for the tears that need to come. That's all coming out very jumbled and strange. Um, but I see crying. I see that that needs to take place, but you can't because you're too angry to cry about it. That there's a lot of aggression that needs to come out first, which is fine as long as you do it in a super healthy way, right? Kickboxing, boxing, karate, taekwondo, any kind of like combat or fighting style exercises would be amazing for this right now. Next card is basically showing up with patience for me. It's like don't unsubscribe because I told you to be patient. Nobody likes hearing me patient. I know, but be patient. Um, it is not time for the type of forward momentum and movement and motivation that you wish you were in. Okay. Um, you want to be in the space where you're ready to go forward and like hurry up and jump to the next level, and you want to be like in your groove and doing your thing and like whatever else is coming, but you're not there. You're in an in-between state. Got some stuff to do left with some of these energies that need to be removed from your body, from your being. Um, and it's just not time yet, is what I'm hearing. It's just not time yet because it's just not time yet. Um, and that spirit says you're just not going to get like a lot of clarification on why it's not time yet. Sorry about it, but be patient And this, all you need to know is that it's not time for forward movement. And so don't force forward movement. Don't force momentum. Don't force um, moving into that next phase of your journey, because it's just going to be a waste of energy. This is a recharge period. It's not a move forward period. So chill as much as possible. And I know we have life, right? There's things we have to do. You have to take care of the meat suit, right? You got to take care of the human body. You got to take care of your family. At work, you got stuff. We all have stuff. But just do, it's a bare minimum time period. Do the bare minimum when it comes to the three-dimensional life stuff, and do more of the rest and recharge and recuperate and recover, and the taekwondo and that kind of stuff that you need to do to get your spirit back to optimal health. And now we're going to pull from my deck, which is the How to Wear a Crown Divine Guidance cards. Only one in existence is mine. You can't have it, or well, not yet. It will be available when I get it available. And so keep your eyes peeled for that, because you're going to love this deck. And if you resonate with the energies and the concepts here in this deck, you're going to love my book. You're going to love my program. And my Tumblr is blocking my book now, but that's my book, How to Wear a Crown, a practical guide to knowing your worth. All of this is pulled directly from here. They represent the chapters and the teaching, the overarching energies and the underlying energies and teachings from the book. And this is like kind of like a textbook, life and spiritual guidebook for the program. There's a full program. There's a workbook. There is a journal. That's something I'm really proud of. I think it's my workbook. Most programs, coaching programs that you would purchase online, you come with digital workbooks that you have to print out a million bazillion pieces of paper and hole punch them all and put them in like a binder and like make your own workbook. But I've done coaching programs and that was annoying shit to me. Not knocking anybody who does digital workbooks, because I also have a digital workbook. If you don't want to buy the actual workbook, like you love to hole punch papers, like that's cool with me. I just did not like doing that. And I remember thinking, man, if they had a workbook for sale, I would just buy it. And so I went ding, 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 ding. Whenever I make my program, I'm going to have a workbook that you can just buy to make all of this easier. So mine has a workbook that comes with it and a daily journal. And it's cool as shit. You're gonna like it. Just everybody else that's done it's liked it. So I have full faith that you're gonna like it too. Oh, and it's Valentine's Day, isn't it? And this time period right now, January through March, is prime enrollment time for How to Wear a Crown. This is what creates like the class of the year. So you would be part of like the class of 2026 if you enrolled in between January and March. Anything after that kind of shifts into the next year. But this is my prime enrollment time. This is when I do the most, not work, but like promotion, attraction for enrollment. This is my enrollment period. Uh, to where you can officially be like a part of that year's class. And I'm giving a big special. What do I want to call it? I want to call it a special, an offer, because it's Valentine's. And well, we're getting sweatshirts and crew neck hoodie. We're getting hoodies and we're getting crew neck sweatshirts and we're buying t-shirts with the I love me designs on them. So I want to give you guys $1,000 in savings off promo in addition to you're gonna I'm gonna give you $1,000 off. 1K roughly. Yeah. A little it's over. No, it's more than that. It's like over 1,000 is what the discount code will end up being. So yeah, if you are interested in the program, you want like over $1,000 off right now, um, you can have that. And but I'm not promoting that publicly. That's only for people who actually take the time to sit down and watch videos like this with me. So if you're hearing that, nobody else really knows about it. There's like a couple other videos where I said it somewhere in the middle, but you had to actually sit down and like watch the video and like get to the middle somewhere to even know that I'm giving that away. And so I'm gonna make like a limited number of those, probably like 10 or something, a coupon. And all you have to do is DM me or email me at support@racheldgreenwell.com. And then even on my Facebook group there that I told you about, the How to Wear a Crown, Up-Level Your Life in Love, Health, and Wealth on Facebook. There's even my number that you can just text and be like, hey, I want that offer. Sup, Rachel? Just text me like, sup, Rachel? I was watching your video and I saw that you were like doing this cool offer and you're gonna give me like $1,000 and I want that. And I'll be like, sup, what's your name? And I'll send you a link. There will be zero weird sales. These sales bullshit. I despise it. I don't like that. Um, if you want it, you can have it. It'll just be a link to get money off, like a lot of money off my most beloved and popular offer. And it'll be that easy. I'm not gonna try to upsell you or sell you anything else. I'm just gonna give you money off and say hi and be like, love you. Aw, and like send you an emoji. So we pulled the divine guidance card that we got today was maintaining your worth again. And this one just came out and that's so we shuffled the shit out of the deck and we got this again. So this is the vibe once again is maintaining your worth. So basically that just means what you learn in here is not a one and done situation. And no, you cannot just buy the book and well, you can just buy the book if you want to read the book. But there is a big difference between buying the book and purchasing the book as a textbook and walking through the journey of the online program. And it's like I'm holding your hand throughout the whole thing. And then there's 4 what we call checkpoint moments for each of the 4 rules of royalty. And at those periods, those are times where I would love to connect with you during your experience. Not everybody wants to do that when they take it, and I'm okay with that. But I would love to connect with you during those moments. But this is not a one and done. This is something that will be a lasting part of your life. So the women that have taken my program, they didn't just walk through the program, get a little something, something, and then move on. This is something that helps you constantly evolve over and over and over again. That's kind of how it's designed for, is to be something that you can continuously practice. It teaches you things that you can do for yourself, with yourself, um, a self-help program and methodology that you continuously do in your life. So it's something that you take with you forever. It's teachings that you integrate into your being, not just something that you do, you get one little result, then you go on. The results that you can get from my program are absolutely limitless. And I say that without a shadow of a doubt. Like what I've seen it do is far beyond anything that I dreamed in my expectations for it. It was so channeled by God. It's so God's got his hands wrapped all up in this, all up in this. And I'm not confused. I'm not confused about that. That I was the one that, opened the Word document and wrote the words down, but this is God's thing. And then we got protecting your worth. I felt like pulling one more, protecting your worth and boundaries. So if you needed a place to start for today, what's one boundary that you need to set and how will it affect your life? So let's do a little coaching exercise. Grab a piece of paper or something, scrap an envelope, whatever, and a pen, and just ask yourself, what is one boundary that I've been avoiding setting that I know I need to set? What does it look like to set that boundary? Why do I need to set that boundary? And how will it improve my life if I do? Okay. So I'm gonna leave you with that little bit of a challenge if you choose to accept it. So all of the things that you need to learn more about me, more about my program, to go get the merch, and the link that's on there on the How to Wear a Crown Facebook page is a cool link because it's just going to pull you right to this style, to this design. I love that about that link because you don't have to scroll through like every single merch item because there's a lot. You can just go straight to the I Love Me one for February, and then it'll just show you. It's got the sweatshirt. There's a crew neck. Um, I keep calling this one the sweatshirt, the hoodie, the crew neck sweatshirt, and then a t-shirt. Um, Grab all of them, and then I'm really when I this just came out last year, and I loved this for as like a self-love Valentine's Day present for you, but and that you buy for yourself. But now this year, I'm really seeing like this vision of like girls buying these for each other, like self-love or self-worth gifting to each other and making these really cute like gift baskets. I'm seeing this thing where you like fold these cute and then like buy some copies of the books and make like these little gift baskets with some little roses and chocolates and all the self-care stuff from the Dollar Tree, and it being like really, really cute to gift to your friends. So that vision came in my mind this year and I was like, so cute. So that's a really just want to throw that idea out there as a way to love on your friends and love on yourself this year for Valentine's Day. So don't forget to do self-love Valentine's Day with us this year for How to Wear a Crown. And yeah, message me if you want $1,000. And yeah, we'll end there. That's it. So my heart's deepest desire is that anybody that comes into my spaces leaves knowing these three things, and that is that you are worthy, you are powerful, and you are full of potential. So say that with me. Say, I am worthy, I am powerful, and I am full of potential. I'm Rachel, life and spiritual coach, author of How to Wear a Crown, and I will see you guys next time. I love you so much. Bye.